Man, they said in that interview, Chrisean panicked when she got asked about Ronnie. So let's check this clip out and see what my boy Flacco got to say.
An interviewer finally asked Chrisean Rock the $1 million question. Did you kill your ex-boyfriend Ronnie? Did you pay for him to get set up and killed? Are you a setup artist? Now, Chrisean Rock answered the question to her credit, but her answers ain't make sense. Her answers was actually contradictory.
Now, did you see Blueface's interview here?
I seen clips.
Okay.
I just seen a bitter, hurt little boy.
Chrisean,
Man, she talking about she seen clips. She know she's seen that whole motherfucking interview. She ain't finna lie to us and say she ain't seen that clip, bro. If anything pop up Blueface, she knows she clicking it and she watching it maybe 2 or 3 times.
hated that Blueface interview with Jason Lee because the Blueface interview came a month or 2 after her sister already went on Jason Lee and implicated her in the death of Ronnie. Blueface came on and laid out a motive for why Chrisean would want to murder Ronnie. Blueface would even say at some point during that interview that Ronnie just kept on telling on Chrisean, like just kept on spilling her secrets.
So she knew in her heart that it wasn't yours.
Put it this way, she was with the biological father the day she went into labor. She was with him while she's in labor. She didn't text me, let me know that she was in labor at any time.
Boom. So I'm going to forever ride with Ronnie being Chrisean's baby daddy and not Blueface. What he's low-key been saying this whole time.
That should tell you enough.
But wasn't there like a storyline that you didn't show up for the birth and all that?
Yeah, that's her trying to control the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you the real deal. I was never informed, hey, I'm going into labor, get here.
Mm-hmm.
What mother do you think would go about it that way?
Mm-hmm.
Who wouldn't want you to be there?
This nigga Blueface is a tricky nigga, bro. If you really pay attention, like, this nigga low-key smart. He low-key smart. But he just looked like a dumb nigga. Am I tripping? He just looked like a dumb nigga. That's how I see it. All the tattoos on the face, stereotypical dumb nigga. But he got a brain with some real, like, bright intelligence.
Who wouldn't want you to cut the umbilical cord?
Right. Once she got pregnant with Ronnie, was she still involved with him?
She's never not been involved with him. As long as I've known her, she's been involved with him.
Mm.
He's always told on her though. She's always tried to keep it like low key, and then he just comes with the, oh, on this day you said this, but I was this. On that day you said that, but I was.
And see, there is the motive. There is the motive. Right there. Ronnie knew too much about Chrisean. Chrisean knew too much about Ronnie. Ronnie knew too much to the point that he just kept spilling beans. And, you know, Chrisean is going up around this time. There's the motive. She done fucked him over and got him knocked off because he was just talking too much.
Here. So really he's played a big role in the story unfolding, to be honest.
Only her and Ronnie knew their secret that the baby was not Blueface. It was actually Ronnie's kid. Ronnie was petitioning the court to get a DNA test. And this is all according to Chrisean Rock's sister. We already went through this before. And like a week or 2 before the final court date, Ronnie was murdered. Blueface is like, bruh, again, Ronnie just kept on telling on her. Like, Ronnie just kept on telling all her secrets. And at some point, she got really, 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 really desperate and was willing to do whatever it took to hide those secrets.
So Tasiki was here on the show. We interviewed her, and I think she said she kind of like hinted at she thought Chrisean may have had something to do with Ronnie dying. What do you think about that?
I don't know about that, to be honest. I don't know anything about that. All I know is she said that he called her, they were in contact before this happened. That's the only red flag I could see. Somebody.
And then a simple fact, like, this is how I be knowing, like, Chrisean fans, some of them be delusional and be lost. This nigga went on this shit and practically told on Chrisean. Basically, gave us some crumbs, gave us some breadcrumbs to like nibble on to throw her in the murder. So the simple fact that she decides to put herself around this guy after he basically implicated her possibly having something to do with him getting murdered is crazy.
He comes out and says, hey, before this person died, they called me. And this and that, that's just kind of like,
Well, because you said she's a setup artist, so
that's what from my knowledge, yeah, she's known to give addresses and do things in the spur of the moment, be very impulsive. That's from my knowledge. Now, as far as him calling her and them talking the night he died,
Chrisean's explanation for why Blueface said those things is he was hurt and traumatized. I listened to that interview about 4 to 5 times. I didn't hear a hurt human or a traumatized human.
At all, bro. He ain't like, they probably do have they times where they mad at each other, but the shit that Blueface is saying, like, come on now. Bro, Jason Lee's not a cop, but shit, I can look at this fucking, if Chrisean gets locked up, they're gonna look at that interview, and they're probably gonna subpoena Blueface to court to explain himself when, like what he means by that. Yeah, yeah, bro. I'm telling you that interview is gonna get played in court. Best believe.
I actually heard somebody who was relieved that the baby was not his, relieved that he don't got any connections to Chrisean. That's what I was hearing. I didn't hear somebody that was hurt, right? Because if he was hurt and he wanted to make things, he had the perfect opportunity to probably add some extras on 10s. Because her sister already came and laid the groundwork. He could have came and said, oh yeah, I heard she did this. Oh no, I heard. Nah. She was.
And then it's like, if this is Blueface kid and he's not taking care of it, he not doing shit for you, put him on child support. Do that. But I don't think she can because she ain't got a official DNA test to prove that baby is Blueface. She ain't got no real DNA test yet. It's crazy. This shit, oh man, it's looking bad.
On the phone with him the night before. I don't know what happened, but she is a setup artist. She tried to set me up. Now, when Chrisean was asked directly by Jason Lee, do she have anything to do with Ronnie's death? Her double talk to me is a red flag. Her contradictions to me is a red flag. And if you have a clean ear, or a keen ear, I should say, you would peep the contradictions and the double talk almost right away.
Blue.
What?
Blue was a hurt little boy.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have to ask you a question.
What's the question?
Latifah was here and Blue was here, and
Are you
both.
talking about the Ronnie situation?
You come in here prepared, knowing where we're going. They both came in here and spoke about the Ronnie situation, but the reason why I bring
It's just another way for them to smell.
But let me say why I bring this up.
Why?
I was just recently traveling, and somebody said to me, do you know on TikTok they're putting all your interviews together and saying that Chrisean had something to do with Ronnie's death? And I wanted to make sure I gave you an opportunity to clear it up, because I saw you recently online where you were talking about it, and we haven't talked about it.
I don't know how she fell for this. The best thing she could do for herself is to not say anything. Because every time she opens up her mouth, there's a new contradiction. Every time she opens up her
That's why I be saying, bro, she kind of slow, bro. She need help. She needs help, bro, because first of all, it seems like she doesn't have a team that's media training her for these type of things, because they know these questions are coming. So with her answering these unaware, she's only saying what's at the top of her brain, but she's also trying to hide, the truth for real. You can just tell by how soft and how gentle she's talking, shit like that. You can just tell, bro.
mouth, there's something new that pops up, right? Every time she opens up her mouth, they re-energize the conversation. Now, I'm not too deep in Chrisean Rock TikTok, but I am deep in Chrisean Rock Twitter and other forums, and they are responsible for all the investigation that we cover. Because these people, they dig up interviews where it's contradictions after contradiction. On one interview, she talked to him the night before. The other interview, she ain't have no dealings with him. She ain't talked to him for months. In one interview, oh, I'll always love him. On the next interview, Man, I hated him.
Bro, and then it was like on one interview, she also said that she talked to him weeks ago, like weeks before he was murdered.
On one interview, oh man, like, you know, man, but like he got killed because that's his karma for talking about my son. In the next interview, he got killed for doing drugs or drug dealing. So every time she speaks, it's just contradictions.
Latifah was here, Tasiki and Blueface were here, and both of them seem to be kind of building this narrative that you're a setup queen, or that you would set somebody up, and that Blue has said you've done it to him.
He's making that up because he's mad.
Okay, so do you want to clear the air on them saying that?
It's like, I don't know. It's like people just, when they don't identify well with themselves, they just start picking. Like, if I killed him, I would be locked up right now. Like, there's no getting away from a murder.
Well, no shit. You didn't have to say that you would be locked up right now. That doesn't prove that you don't have anything to do with it. Because the person that killed Ronnie isn't locked up because it's an ongoing investigation.
Like, everything is on the internet. Karan, he was in the streets already. He sold drugs. He was beefing with people, robbing people. And then while he...
And you hear how she's just trying to find the motive for somebody else to do the shit. This shit is just crazy, bro. And then it's just ironic that he was talking all that shit about you, exposing you, and then all of a sudden, a couple weeks later, he ended up dead.
He robbing people. He was going viral, like falsely claiming my son and stuff. So he had haters.
In the last interview, she made this mistake as well, and she keeps making this mistake. If Chrisean is claiming that Ronnie died due to having some street beef and for selling drugs and for doing things in the streets and people who don't like him in the streets, why does she keep bringing up her son whenever she brings up his death? In the last interview, I thought it was just a mistake, but she says, da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, you know, speaking on my son, you know, people didn't like that. He got haters. This interview, she says, yeah, you know, he had beef in the streets, and then he was speaking on my son, and you know, because of him speaking on my son, he had haters. If you're claiming that he did not die.
Yeah, bro, it's looking bad, bro. And this nigga, he's just breaking it down in the most professional way, bro. It's looking so bad now. Like, he's literally breaking it down, watching piece by piece. This nigga just said, shit, you keep bringing up your son every time Ronnie gets brought up, and how he was talking about your son and shit like that. And every single, like, it's a pattern. This is what fucking prosecutors do.
Because of you. If you're claiming he did not die because of anything, you know, pertaining to this DNA test or this paternity test, then why do you keep on bringing up the son that he was talking about whenever you bring up his death? To me, that's something that like she's doing like subconsciously, and she's not even realized that she's doing it. But here's the laughable part. She says the police contacted her so she could help them solve the murder of Ronnie. But here's the thing. If she claims that she has nothing to do with this, she was nowhere around, what answers would she have to help the police solve the death of Ronnie? But this was just the beginning of the contradictions. She would say the police contacted me so I could help them find out who killed Ronnie. That's what she said in one breath. Watch what she says immediately afterwards.
And that just happened to him, unfortunately.
And so when you said, I think on live, you said the police came and talked to you about it?
The detectives?
The detectives.
No, they wanted to see if I could help find the killer, because I was like, they said they have a sense of who did it or whatever the case may be, because they posted about it. People posted about it because the person that killed them died.
Oh, really?
Yeah, supposedly.
Oh, wow.
So it's a whole
Yeah, bro. Bro, if I could put a parlay on it, I might put the house on Chrisean having something to do with it, and I would lock it in. Bro, just like not even listening to the shit that don't matter about what she's like necessarily saying. Just look at her, just look at how she's moving while she's explaining this shit. Nigga, what the fuck was she fucking scratching when she was explaining this shit? What was she scratching, dog? Look. All that shit is laid and glued down.
I killed them died.
Oh, really?
Yeah, supposedly.
What you touching?
Wow.
So
What are you?
it's a whole street beef
Well,
going
in
on.
Baltimore.
Chrisean, stop doing
Every time, bro.
interviews, bro. Just stop doing interviews. Did y'all hear what she just? Chrisean Rock said the police contacted her to find out, for her to help them find out who killed Ronnie. And then in the same breath, she says, oh, they know who killed him, the person dead. So why would they call you? If they know who killed Ronnie and they already have identified the person who killed Ronnie is dead, they're deceased, the suspect is dead, then why are they contacting you to help you? So why would they be contacting you for you to let them know who killed Ronnie when they already know the person is dead? How can they be dead?
Wow. So, oh my God. So you mean to tell me, allegedly, Ronnie's killer is supposed to be dead, but they want to contact Chrisean on who did it? If they, like, nigga, if they already dead, there's an investigation for his murder. They're coming for him.
And a active suspect at the same time. It doesn't make sense, bro. But she says these things as if people are dumb, as if people don't have ears, as if people are not listening. Just better off not saying anything. If you don't say anything, they can't judge you about what you don't say. But when you say things like this that are just absolutely absurd and ridiculous at face value, people then look at you as if you got something to hide. Because why are you saying these things? They contact you to figure out who killed Ronnie and who the suspects are. And then in the same breath telling you, oh yeah, the person did. All right, man.
Not in Baltimore. In the county, like 30 minutes from Baltimore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's more stuff that local people may know that we all don't know because we're not all plugged into everything.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. And then, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever try to set Blueface up to get robbed or killed here in LA?
No.
So why did him and Wax say that?
Again, when people can't control you or manipulate you, or like if you don't do what they say, they do things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Here she go.
Like Wack didn't really like me because he couldn't make money off of me when I was with Blue.
If you didn't know any better, you would really think, yo, Chrisean is this innocent girl who people are just picking on, and they have no reason. Like, why would this innocent girl who is godly, who goes to church, why would she be a backdoor setup artist? What are y'all talking about? And then you wake up and realize the internet exists. The reason why people think that Chrisean Rock is a setup artist, the reason why people think that Chrisean Rock is who she is because Chrisean Rock have time after time proven them right. She's in this interview shedding tears at the thought that she would ever set anybody up. But about 11 days ago, she was on a live stream with Blueface threatening to smoke Blueface.
Yeah, man. I want to go see the rest of that video, man. Go check out Poetic Flacco. Flacco, you spell it with 2 Ks. Man, but yeah. Y'all let me know y'all opinion, man, because, you know, we've been wanting to update and we've been, you know, a lot of people been brushing it off. I think she may really have something to do with it. But y'all let me know y'all opinions on how y'all feel or shit. Just because I know a lot of people have differences because, you know, that may not be enough for y'all to feel like she got something to do with it, with her contradicting herself in that whole interview or whatever. But yeah, y'all let me know, man.